Hi everyone and welcome back to the Overtake GT. This is for the Lamborghini Murcielago LP640 with an 800 pp build for this 2009 4-wheel drive monster. This absolute raging bull needs no introduction to the track, and considering it does a quarter mile in 8.5 seconds, what is not to love? It's time to get your Murcielago, follow me to the tuning shop, and let's go and make 1.5 million at Spa, and any other track you throw it in, it's going to get you a win. I'll meet you there. So now we're at the tuning shop, it is time to get this thing dialed in, ready to get you a win wherever you go. First thing is, we need to shed some weight from this big beast. Now, there's a couple of options available, and the first one is, let's go to Ultimate and get weight reduction stage 5. So level 50, weight reduction stage 5. Get your carbon propeller shaft while you're here, and get your titanium connecting rods and pistons. Now for anyone who is level 49 or below, this is what you need to do. You need to go to weight reduction stage 1, and that is under sports. Under club sports you want to get bore up, high compression pistons, weight reduction stage 2, power restrictor and a ballast. Semi-racing, you want to get a racing crankshaft, fully customizable computer, fully customizable LSD, weight reduction stage 3 and increase the body rigidity. Under racing you want to get an engine balance tuning, polish ports, racing air filter, racing silencer, racing exhaust manifold, racing brake pads and a racing brake kit. I've gone for the slotted discs on this, I just think they look so much nicer with the wheels I've chosen. Brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, racing clutch and flywheel, torque vector and center differential, fully customizable racing transmission, weight reduction stage 4 and a set of racing medium tyres and a set of racing soft tyres. Hard tyres, you don't really need them, but a set of racing mediums and a set of racing softs, they're what you can use on this build. Extreme intermediates are what you need depending on where you go, but if you go in Spa it throws up a few curveballs along the way. Maybe a set of heavy wets depending on what comes over, but I've just stuck with Inters and I've been fine. And under Ultimate we've done that already, but as I say, level 50, get Ultimate out the way first, everyone else start from sports and work your way up. Okay, super. Let's go to GT Auto and let's get it to look as good as it's going to perform. Let's go! So now we're at GT Auto, there's a few things that we do need to do, and going to car maintenance and service is the first thing we need to get out the way. So, car maintenance and service, and we want to go down to the right hand side and click on wide body and get that installed on there. Okay, so that's all done. That car looks absolutely stunning. Okay, moving on, we want to go to car customization, and what we need to do there is we need to go to wheels. It's critical you get this section right because it does make a difference. So wheels, the wheels I've picked on this one you can see are the Enkai Racing Revolution wheels. And like I said about the discs earlier, just that added detail, I just think it makes a massive difference. I'd rather have those. Okay, so 19-inch wheels, room width wide, offset wide, and get those installed on the car. So now that you've done that, what you need to do now is go back and you go to custom parts. At the front you want to get type A, and the wing you want a custom wing set. It doesn't matter whether it's low, high, medium, and it doesn't matter what the end plate is. Pick whatever suits you, suits your style, and get it installed on the car. Racing items, you've got a bonnet pin, pick whichever you like. Tow hook, again, pick whichever suits your fancy. I'll pick one that suits your style. Under other, you've got your light bulb, I went for the super cool lights. Number plate, I made sure that I got rid of this big block from the front. I only have that on the rear just to tie it in quite nicely. And then caliper colour, go for something again. I went for the lime because it stands out. Livery editor, if you want to make one like me, just go nuts. It's perfectly fine, do that, it's great fun. Or load style, pick one someone else has done, and again have lots of fun with that. Let's get back to the garage, get this thing dialed in with a setting sheet, and we can make things rock and roll at Spa and anywhere else you take this fantastic car. So here we are back at the garage now, and it is time for you to see. Now this is well under that 800 pp mark, but the great thing is that's with racing softs on. Now the key thing to remember is, depending on how you drive and what you want from those tyres, you can go for the hards or the mediums, but this build is specifically for softs, so I would recommend using the softs. And then if you want to change your compounds, you can do, and it won't affect your race. You can just jump into your race, change your tyres, and you'll be fine. But the softs, if you go Spa, they last the same amount the tyre degradation is as the fuel consumption, so it falls in line quite well. Now cracking on with this, body height adjustment is 90 at the front and 90 at the rear. Your anti-roll bar is 7 at the front and 10 at the rear. The dampen ratio compression 30 at the front and 30 at the rear, and the expansion is 50 at the front and 50 at the rear. Now your natural frequency is 3.15 at the front and 3.85 at the rear, and your negative camber angle is 2.8 at the front and 3 at the rear. Now I've gone for a toe out to the front only slightly of 0.03 and a toe in at the rear of 0.10, just to give it that extra stability, especially through a rouge. If you're going Spa, it is absolutely bang on in 4th gear. Initial torque 7 front and rear, acceleration sensitivity 15 at the front and 25 at the rear, and braking sensitivity is 7 at the front and 7 at the rear. That's because I have a 40-60 split. Depending on your driving style, just adjust these slightly. So if it's 50-50, you want 20-20. Okay. Downforce 160 at the front, 280 at the rear, ECU 100%. You don't need a ballast because this car is absolutely spot on, and power restrict at 100%, leave that alone. Now the transmission, it's a 260 automatic KMH adjustment, and what you want to do is make these changes. Okay. First gear 3.534, second gear 2.498, third gear 1.975, fourth gear 1.609, fifth gear 1.349, and sixth gear 1.168. That's a final drive of 2.770, just under 10,000 RPM. This thing sounds absolutely phenomenal, and if you're in that cockpit view, it's great. Anyone with a VR headset, you won't be disappointed. But if you're like me and you love the hood view, stick your headphones on, get them up full blast, and you won't regret it. It's absolutely stunning. Everything you need installed on there is on this side. Brake controller, get that rear balance all the way up to 5, helps with the brakes. The car is great at trail braking, so definitely try and implement that into your craft. And I have got the perfect guide to guarantee you a win at Spa coming up, so don't miss a beat of it. Here it is. Here we go, Lamborghini LP640 800 pp build, and we are here at Spa, and it is time to get stuck into this one. Come on, try and get past Wilk as quick as we can. This thing really is fast. It's a car that you're going to really enjoy driving around here. We're on the racing softs, and it is about getting our strategy absolutely right. Now, even though we are far quicker than all these other cars, the strategy is definitely a key component to getting a win here. So what we need to do is make sure that we're good on the tyres, we're good on the fuel, you know, we're checking the weather map, making sure we're being proactive. And that's the thing. Also, don't waste any pit stops, because we want to get a healthy win, not scrape a win. And that's what it's about. Okay, as you can see, things are going well. We're moving forward. It says we're 12 seconds or so behind the leaders. That's me getting a little bit deep into that corner, late on the brakes. Make up for it now though. There we go. Anyway, look, while I'm catching the leaders, what I'll do, I'll let you go. First round of pit stops, we'll have a little review of what's going on and where we're at. The weather will be coming over thick and fast, I'm sure, by the end of lap 3, maybe lap 4, that's when it usually does come over. And it's just a case of being on the ball and spotting it when we can. If you do this race and you didn't know already, get your weather map, make sure it's as far out as possible, and then that'll give you the best chance to see that weather early, and hopefully, depending on your position on track, you can make the right call, get in, get out, and make it a good success of your race. Right, that's the end of lap 1, coming up now, and I will see you when it's time to pit, but if that weather gets too much and I'm still on the track, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've come into pit, and the reason for that is it's lap 5 and I'm out of fuel. So racing soft, so what's going to be going back on? I've got a healthy lead of 18 seconds to Beauvoir. But yeah, I mean, the weather radar's not showing anything on there, it's completely clear. I don't know if I'm going to get caught up when I come back out, and this is why I'm saying strategy is key. So if anything does happen now, I'm sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's either try and make it work, or it's going to be a case of, right, I'm going to have to pit. We need to see what happens, because the last thing you want to be doing is wasting 45 seconds on a pit stop when you could be out there racing, getting laps in and increasing that position of where you are. So we've gone from first, looks like we've dropped down to 5th, could be more. We'll see what that's like. I'm going to see what the weather's like on the radar now when I come out, because this could all be for nothing. Drop to 10th, 11th. Oh no, the radar's showing it's fine. So let's says I'm 5th. I'm sure I can make those 20 something seconds back up. Oh, just in front of Maiazono. That was close, wasn't it? I think Gallo was right behind him as well. Right, now it's a case of playing catch up. How fast can I catch up? I am on the fresher tyres. They are cold, and that weather could change at any point. And that is the thing with Spa. You don't know. It is a roll of the dice with the weather. And the last thing you want to be doing is doing a strategy like I am now, which is trying to see how far you can get the set softs. And the weather comes over. I don't want to have wasted the pit stop, because 45 seconds is going to drop me down. What? Near that big pack on the map. Oh, not looking. Too busy looking at the map, not looking where I'm going. But it dropped me down to the back of this pack that is behind me now. I don't want that at all. Right, I'm going to crack on with racing. It's starting to go dark now, so I will see you if anything changes, or hopefully just by the next round of pit stops. See you then. Okay, coming up to start lap 10. You can see the weather's come over. I have a healthy lead now, 40 seconds after a few people have pit and chased a few people down as well. But, the weather, you can see the first section. I thought, oh, maybe that's going to be the storm arc to get in, but it's not. Waited for the next section to come over. You can see it's not that bad. But further along, it's starting to get worse and worse. So just need to keep an eye on it during the next lap. See how we get on, because the fuel, we're going to have to come in at the end of this lap. So it is all on this, and we can see where we're at. Okay, so here we are, we're at the last corner now. I'm just going slow because I'm coming into the pits. I don't want to get a pit penalty for going over that line, don't want to get an infringement there. But here we go, into the pits. Got 45 second lead, and we're going to jump on the inters. Now the reason I'm jumping on the inters is, as you've seen, all that bad weather is coming over. Now it came over in 2 parts. There was a little section, there was a gap, and then there's a big section of light blue. We all know we can race on that, it's perfectly fine. And now you can start seeing the deeper blue, the greens coming over, so it's time to get those inters on. By the time I've done that and got out, they should be about to come over, and that way I'm not wasting a pit stop. Plus, 45 second lead, I should be in and out just in front, I think. But we'll see how we get on. It's going to be close, definitely going to be a tight one. But so far the car's holding up great, doing really well, and it's pretty flawless really. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Nice 5 laps and then in again. So here we go, let's see where we're going to be. So then come around that far corner now, we're just coming out. As they start to hit Eau Rouge, we should just be in front. You can see the weather, like I said. So this lot are going to get caught out. Oh, lack of grip. And that's it, back in front. Are we going to stay there? That's the question. A second, yeah, we're pulling away. And there we have it. So once we get these tyres warmed up, it should be fine. You can see the weather now starting to get worse. And we're pulling away from Beauvoir, so that means we're in the lead. They've got a pit, and they will have to once this heavy rain comes over, as you can see. And we've got 5 laps to crack on, and hopefully by the end of our 5 laps, You know, it should be in a position where it's either about to be a drying track and we can stick some slicks on, or if we need to, we'll stick to the tyres that we're on. So far, so good. Right. Again, I will see you. Little power slide there, cheeky one. But for now, I'll let you go. And I'll see you at the next pit stop with an update, or if anything else changes again. So here we are, the weather radar shows that the weather's gone, the sun is coming up, and it's time to get in and get some slicks on. We've got 24 minutes left in this race. I'm going to have to pit anyway, nearly out of fuel, and these tyres have held up very well. So far, strategy-wise, everything's paying off to a T, and I don't think anyone could have called it at the start. So let's get in, get some fresh tyres, and I'll see you again if anything changes, or the next time I need to pit. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so just coming around now on lap 18. You can see more bad weather's on the way. So what I'm going to do is, because I've got a free pit stop as well, which has worked out great for me. And Beauvoir's just pitted. That's a big mistake. He's going to be coming out in slicks. Surely not. Surely not now. You can see the weather coming over. It's going to get really bad. I'm going to come in and put inters on. Trying to gauge how quick that's coming across. I'm going to put inters on at the end of this lap. Oh, I've gone slightly wide. Can I keep it? Can I keep it? Just. Right, let's get in. Oh, hang on. Maybe not. Let's just check. It could just be a little downpour this. See, this is why it's down to checking. Could just be a little downpour. Depends what's after that. As I come round, make a decision as we get round. Is that moving upwards? Wind speed, not too bad. It's only a little shower. I thought we're okay. I'm going to get away with it. And that's it. Over the line, and it's all done. First Lamborghini water car. Fantastic, honestly. I cannot get over how good it was. It was so stable in the wet as well. It was just like it was on slicks on those inter tyres. Absolutely brilliant. Balanced, poised. The same as the Valkyrie that I did. If it goes to step out, or the Huracan, not the Huracan, sorry, the Huayra. If it goes to step out, all you do is just let off the power and it'll just straighten itself up. You don't need to overdrive it or anything like that. But brilliant, another car. And you know what that is? That's another 1.5 million credits in an hour. I finished bang on as that timer ended. Spot on. So we see what that total time was. Let's have a look. Look at that. Lapped everyone up to second and third, and it finished on 1 hour and 3 seconds. Absolutely spot on. Beauvoir, Yamanaka, they did really well to get there, but that's it. A nice easy win to the 2:14.4. What's your fastest time in this car? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and for more great builds like this, hit the subscribe button. Don't miss them, honestly, it's so important. And that's it. That's it. Now, if you want to have a chat about these builds, live streams 12 PM till 5 PM UK time every Friday, and we're all boxed off. Oh, and a quick one, there's going to be 200 lap races coming to the channel as well, so check out the content that's on there, check out the community tab, and let's get cracking. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.